Hi, and welcome to a presentation on how to improve your website rankings with link building strategies. The agenda for the presentation is first of all to look at why link building works, then to look at the principles of page ranks, link strategies, and things to avoid. So to start, we're going to look at how Google finds you. And Google uses software known as spiders to crawl the web on a regular basis and find relevant results for specific search phrases. And spiders move from one page to another and one site to another via links. So if you don't have any links pointing into your website, the chances of Google finding your website are significantly reduced. So the reason why links work are first of all because they help search engines find your website, and second of all, links are seen as popularity votes. And the more links you have coming into your website, the more credibility search engines will give it. And the third aspect is that each link is likely to receive an element of referral traffic. So if we look at the principles of PageRank, every page on the internet is given a PageRank by Google, which is on a scale of 1 to 10. Now, in the past, the PageRank that a web page received significantly impacted how well it would rank on Google. This isn't the case anymore, but the same principles do still apply to achieving high rankings. So the 5 principles that we're going to look at are: 1. The more links from other pages to a page increase PageRank. So the more links you get into your site, the better. The second one is that pages with higher PageRank are more valuable. So if you get a link from a page which has a PageRank of 5, it'll be more valuable than getting a link from a page which has a PageRank of 2. The third principle is that linking pages with a large number of outbound links tend to be less valuable. So if you get a link from a page which only has one other link going out of it, then that will be a lot more valuable than getting a link from a page which has 9 other links going out of it. The fourth principle is that PageRank varies throughout a site according to site structure. So this looks at how you link the various pages within your site. And the fifth principle is that links from pages in context for a particular phrase are more valuable. So if, for example, you're optimizing for the keyword engagement ring, getting a link from a page which talks about engagement rings specifically will be more valuable than getting a link from a page which talks about jewelry in general. So if we look at all the linking strategies that we have available, there are directories, natural link building, requesting inbound links, articles, PR, blog commenting, social bookmarking, and then also social media sites like Twitter and Facebook. And we're going to look at all of these over the next few slides. So if we look at directory submissions, according to Wikipedia, a web directory is a directory on the World Wide Web. It specializes in linking to other websites and categorizing those links. I always think that the best way of thinking of web directories is like an online yellow pages that allows search engines to get an understanding of what your website is about. Directories list sites by categories and subcategories, and categorization is usually based on the whole website rather than individual pages within it. So if we look at an example of a web directory, this is a blog directory where we have the main categories here. If we click on business, we can see the subcategories, and if we click on a profile, it's then looks like this, where we have the title of the website, a description, and site resources, which enables you to put some keywords that you're focusing on. The next strategy is to review existing links, and this is because it's likely that you already have links coming into your site, and it's worth reviewing these to see whether they can be improved. And ways of improving them are: 1. Linking to more relevant pages. So if you have a link coming in which is going to a page which you don't feel is relevant, then it's worth contacting the other website and ask them to change the link to point to the web page that you want to focus on. You can improve the relevance of the link based on its context, such as the anchor text or surrounding text. So if you have a link coming into a page which you're trying to optimize for the keyword engagement ring, but the anchor text of the link is just ring, then again it's worth contacting the company and asking them to change the anchor text to engagement ring. You can also request additional links from other websites. If they're already linked to you once, then it's fair to say that they may link to you again as long as it's relevant, and correcting any link errors. So if you have any links coming into pages that no longer exist, it's worth again contacting the other website and asking them to update the link. The next strategy is natural link building, and this is where you produce quality content that other site owners will naturally link to without you requesting a link, simply because they feel it will add value to their website and their website visitors. Opportunities for creating content that may encourage other people to link to your website include product reviews, buyer guides, how-to guides, opinion pieces, or any other up-to-date information that you feel people within your industry would be interested in. So the advantage of article linking is that it's a guaranteed source of links, and the better your article is, the more people will pick it up and the more distribution you'll get from it. It can provide quality content which can build credibility for your company. The articles themselves can rank well in search engines, so it's worth bearing that in mind when you write the articles and making sure that you've kept it keyword rich. Submitted articles can stay live for a long period of time, and so you keep that linking benefit. And articles allow you to link to internal pages with keyword rich hyperlinks. But the biggest disadvantage you have is that writing these articles is very time consuming. The next strategy is press releases, and these are written communications which are aimed at the media. And similar to online article distributions, there are press release distribution networks where you can write a press release and it distributes it to media contacts. Now, online press releases allow you to include hyperlinks within the text, and you're generally allowed to have 3 hyperlinks within the text, which means that you can target within one press release, you can effectively target 3 different keywords. Best practices for press releases are that they need to be written to appeal to journalists or customers who may read them online. If they don't appeal to journalists, they're not going to pick them up and they're not going to be distributed. And if you can, get the press releases onto large media sites with high page ranks, which will really give your website a boost. The next strategy is blog commenting, and this is simply when you comment on other blogs that are relevant to your product or service and link back to your website. Now, the advantages of doing this are: number 1, it raises awareness on other relevant blogs. Secondly, it will increase the amount of referral traffic your website gets. And thirdly, if you do a lot of this, you will become recognized within your industry. So the disadvantages with blog commenting are that firstly, you can't incorporate keywords in hyperlinks, and secondly, it is quite time consuming. You've got to go out, read blogs, and then make comments on them. But if you are going to do the strategy, then the things to avoid are to sign blog posts with spammy keywords, market your own site while adding no value to the comment, say nothing unique or relevant to the post at hand, or use automated bots to make comments. So the 2 best ways to get around all of this is firstly to add value to the conversation, and secondly to be genuine. And if you do these, then you'll have your bases covered. The next strategy we're going to look at is social bookmarking. This is a Web 2.0 service where web users share their links under different categories or tabs. So if you have an account with a social bookmarking service like StumbleUpon, you can save links to your favorite websites and save them under relevant categories. What it also allows you to do is sign up to certain interests that you have, and you will be sent links that other users have saved under their accounts for those categories. So you're getting a constant feed of sites that the account thinks you'll be interested in. Bookmarks aren't limited to one computer, so if you have an account you can log into it from anywhere, and all these links that you get from social bookmarking sites have SEO benefit, as links are created from users' homepages. Example services of social bookmarking are Dig and StumbleUpon, but if you do a search for social bookmarking sites, there'll be a huge selection that comes up, so you can have a look at them and see which one you feel would work best for you. Best practices for social bookmarking are to include prompts for visitors to bookmark pages using tools like Add This, which is a plugin which you can put on any page on your website, and it allows visitors to bookmark your page at a click of a button, and it'll automatically go to whichever social bookmarking site they have an account with. And second of all, review the popularity, so you can see within your Add This account which pages have been bookmarked most often. The things to watch for are that some social bookmarking services like Delicious have adopted a no-follow tag on their links, which means that you don't get any of the linking benefits from them. The next strategy we'll look at is Twitter, and Google and Bing have both started to use social signals to rank regular search results, and your stature on Twitter could help influence your page ranks. So search engines will be looking at the number of tweets you've made, how many followers you have, how many people you're following, and all the details like that. And Twitter has a no-follow tag that prevents links that are tweeted from getting credit, but authoritative people on Twitter can lend their authority to pages that they tweet. Google uses a fire hose of data from Twitter, which is a constant stream of what people are tweeting. In the firehose, links do not carry no-follow attribute, so there is some link credit that counts. What Bing has said is that we take into consideration how often a link has been tweeted or retweeted, as well as the authority of the Twitter users that shared the link. And what Google has said is we use the data only in limited situations, not for all of general web search. So this isn't a lot or very detailed information provided by either of the search engines, but as the medium changes, it's likely that the search engines will release more information on how social aspects affect rankings. The next thing we'll look at is link velocity, which is how quickly a website builds up its links. Now, the best practice is to develop an ongoing link building program. It shouldn't be a series of starting and stopping. It really does need to be continuous effort. Now, the things to watch out for are that if velocity is deemed too high compared to the norm, there may be a penalty since it indicates link building or link farms. Now, the velocity that is right will be dependent on the keyword and how competitive it is, how many pages a website has, the type of link building used. So there are a number of aspects that need to be considered. Now, if a site fails to continue to gain links, it could have a negative effect and it could lose the rankings that it's gained. But again, this will be largely dependent on how competitive the keyword is and what the competitors are doing. The things to avoid with link building are link farms and mass submission sites, paid for links, reciprocal linking, interlinking a collection of sites, impersonal requests for links, and non-keyword rich anchor text links. So that brings us to the end of the presentation. I hope it was of some use. If you do have any other questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact with me using any of the details shown here. Thank you.